And the only thing now between us and getting ready for some drinks later on is the fabulous launch of the new UCISA strategy. So I'd like to welcome on stage Drew Cook from the University of Lincoln and the UCISA Vice Chair, and Peter Tinson, the UCISA Executive Director.
Thank you. Yeah, it is an interesting slot. I know quite a few would be quite keen to rush off, grab your laptops, catch up with emails. I know there's a bar in the way there as well, which might distract some of us, but I beg your indulgence for a few more minutes. This is actually quite an important milestone scale event for UCISA, and there's been an awful lot of effort put into it. So Peter and I are very pleased to take this slot, give you a brief overview of the strategy that UCISA have developed. Sorry, thanks. So some of you remember that last year we embarked on a quite wide-ranging consultation exercise, trying to speak to as many of the membership as possible, quite a lot of stakeholders, not just within the sector but outside the sector, trying to get as much feedback as possible. So I don't intend to go over that again. We provided some feedback at the conference in March. So what we're getting to now is the point where we received that the mandate at the conference in March to go on and develop the strategy, and more importantly develop the implementation plan for the strategy. So as I say, Peter and I would like to take a few minutes to take you through that. It's quite an ambitious strategy, and one of the important things, as well as the valuable input that we've received from everybody within UCISA, there's been an awful lot of work that's been going on, in particular with the groups, CISG, PCMG, all the other groups, the team in Oxford, the exec team. There's quite an awful lot of work that's been going on that's developed this, and it goes without saying that to actually deliver the strategy, we need to continue that effort, and importantly, we need all of the input from you, the members, to make sure that we can deliver this strategy. Sticking on. No, okay.
I don't think it's going to improve.
No, anyway. So there's a vision there. The key thing I'd say about this, that UCISA is the membership, and the membership is UCISA. So this is all about the creation of a community, and I won't go through the vision there. A lot of this is very obvious. A lot of this comes from what you've told us. But one of the things that we do want to emphasise is what the values that this vision embodies. So we value the knowledge and the expertise within the community. That's an important thing for us. That's what makes the community, the membership, most important. Community is going to come up an awful lot. It's a community-driven membership. Membership is the community. Because of the nature of communities, it's connected. We're connected to each other. Often speak to people from outside the sector, and we've mentioned a few times earlier on during the day about people coming into the sector. One of the things that really does surprise people is how open and sharing and supportive the community is. That it is, I came from outside the sector before I joined the University of Lincoln, and I would have been hung-drawn and quartered if I'd have spoken to another IT director in a competitor organisation. This is what makes the sector, and in particular UCISA, work the way it works. It's that open, supportive and collaborative nature. It is a professional community, and it's important to realise that the expertise and the knowledge comes because we are professionals in this sector, and we are leading in what we do. There's an awful lot that's been said earlier on today in some of the presentations, and I'm sure you'll hear it tomorrow as well. There is some IT sector leading things that go on within the education sector. So these are the sort of things that we value, that you as members of the UCISA community make UCISA being able to deliver what it can deliver. In terms of the strategy and more importantly the implementation plan itself, we've got a number of aims, a number of goals. The first one, become the expert voice in the use of digital technology. So there's an awful lot of that expertise there, but it's also about being recognised as being the expert voice, being recognised as UCISA, as individuals, as the community, and making sure that colleagues within the sector recognise that we can give them that expertise and that knowledge. There's some truth in the strength in numbers. So one of the strategic aims of our vision for the future is to grow the community, grow the membership, get more people involved, get more members of each of the institution involved. So we're looking at ways we can do that and make the membership community more stronger. The third area is obviously we need to give something back. So as members, we need to gain from being a member. So we're looking at what is it that's valuable for being a member of UCISA, and how can we improve that? How can we build on that? There's been a lot of talk about becoming more efficient, more effective, being more appropriate. The keynote speech earlier on today was excellent in terms of where any institution, any organisation in the HE sector needs to travel to in the future. We need to do the same ourselves, whether it be how we organise ourselves as members, the groups, the communities of practice, how we organise ourselves as an organisation, whether it be the financial side of it, the marketing side of it, communications, etc. So there's a whole stream of work there. What I'd like to do is pass over to Peter now, who will go through a few more details of the goals.
Okay, what I'm briefly going to do is go through some of the deliverables. I mean, strategy is fine, but we need a plan then to work it through and achieve these various goals. Before I go on, let's make it clear that we do a lot of good work already in terms of delivering events and our publications, and certainly we want to continue that, build on that, to continue to give you good value and to continue to represent you as our members. However, there are some things that we're looking to do. I'm primarily going to focus on the 2018 piece. Not expecting you to be able to read that. We do have hard copies of the sort of strategy that we'll be giving out towards the end of the presentation. But in terms of delivering in the current year, we're really looking to do a series of white papers and blog posts to challenge, to inform and to provoke debate. There'll be one coming up on learning analytics quite soon, be of interest to people down here, just to really strengthen debate and really get people to think and to recognise some of the challenges that are coming. We'll work collaboratively with other professional bodies. This is something that actually goes on already, certainly at executive director level. I meet regularly with my colleagues at BuffDog, the finance directors, heads of university administration, SCONL for libraries, etc., to chew over the facts and discuss sort of common issues and identify any areas where we can collaborate and work together. Example of that, working with BuffDog, was a few years back. There was a consultation on VAT for shared services organisations. Clearly that's of interest to our sector as working together there. So we worked with them and responded to that consultation. We also work with organisations such as the Leadership Foundation for Higher Education. Again, we'll be looking to grow that relationship. We already work with them to deliver the Future Professional Directors course, which is targeted at really getting the talent that is within the sector up to the senior management level. But we're doing more than that. We're working with the other professional associations to facilitate more sort of cross-discipline sort of interaction at deputy director level. In terms of working with other bodies, we have representative places on various HISA programme boards. So you'll have heard mention of Data Futures and Data Landscape are represented on those bodies. And also on UCAS with the UCAS Council. Sorry, I've forgotten the chaps. The Deputy Vice-Chancellor from Manchester Met today talked about some of the challenges of demonstrating the benefits of IT use. One of the pieces of work that we're going to be doing in the near future is working with HEFCE to try and make sure that the benefits that are delivered by IT projects or IT-based projects, business change projects, are reflected in the HEFCE value for money return at your institution. So really trying to start to surface that value that IT delivers and raising that profile. And finally, another important collaboration, we do work closely with JISC. We get involved in the co-design process, we get involved in the projects that, that come out of that. So one of the things that I do, I chair the advisory group for the Research Data Shared Service. So I clearly have a vested interest in making sure that's a success, not just on behalf of JISC, but on behalf of the whole community. And finally, we collaborate with international partners and will continue to do so. A lot of the issues that we're facing are also issues around the world. So we're looking to make sure that we're not reinventing the wheel. If EDUCAURS in the States have written something that is useful, we'll refer to that, and likewise they make use of a number of our resources. So again, we're looking to really sort of deliver value by really sort of making sure that we're not reinventing wheels. Goal 2, to grow the membership and make it easier to engage with UCISA. We recognise from the feedback that although we do cater for all levels of staff within IT, there is still a perception within some that we're a directors club. Now, clearly we're not, but we're looking to make sure that we get out and engage more members, more individuals at all levels, and to help shape and develop those people and help them progress through their career, etc. One of the things that we're looking at is a mentoring and coaching scheme. Rachel mentioned that PCMG are starting to pilot that. We're looking at a range of options there. And the challenge, if you like, to us is to make sure that we have a sustainable mentoring scheme that can not just grow people within their own disciplines, but help people change direction. An example today was maybe somebody that was working on the support services side, support desk side, but wants to become a developer or a business analyst. How can we help progress that sort of development? And we're looking at all levels. So there will be some directors, for example, that suddenly gain perhaps the library in a merged service. How can we hook up with Sconnell, our library equivalent, to make sure that those people get the support and encouragement that they need, and indeed if a librarian becomes head of a joint service, how we can reciprocate. So we're going to try and make more of our membership database and sort of target some of the deliverables that we have. We're going to continue to obviously develop and produce resources, going to continue to run events, excuse me, but primary focus will be the new website. There is an awful lot of good material on our website already. Finding it is something of a challenge. We're not alone in that. I think there are plenty of other websites that you could level that accusation at. But we've got a primary piece of work where we're going to look at the website, build a set of requirements, and then get on and get a new website in place. Another important scheme about reaching out for our membership, we run a bursary scheme. We've run that for 4 years now, and I'm pleased to see that there are a number of bursary winners sort of dotted around in the audience. And this is a way of getting individual staff, probably from a sort of non-director level, out and about to experience and again develop their skills by attending an event that they might not otherwise attend. So this year people have gone to EDUCAUSE, the American equivalent, they've gone to UNIS, the European equivalent, but have gone to a range of other events besides. And finally, the point that Drew picked up, optimising the organisation of UCISA. In terms of permanent staff, there's only 7.5 of us. Yeah, we can't do everything, and we recognise that the volunteer body that really is UCISA's strength also have the day jobs, can't always deliver that. We've moved more to a commissioning model, for one thing, for delivering projects, but we're also looking to enhance the team. And we've recruited a couple of staff to look at marketing communications, and that's one staff to look at marketing and communications, hasten to add, and one to sort of support the finance side as well. And we'll be looking at the support arrangements overall to help make sure that we can deliver this plan and move forward. Some of the future deliverables I will pick up here. We're looking at more cross-group activities. This is obviously an example, but just talking through with the group chairs this morning, there are a number of instances where something that was of interest to, say, infrastructure was also of interest to our support services group, and so on. So we're looking to really grow those sort of cross-community events to make sure that we're ticking all those particular boxes. Finally, from me, just a quick recap of the various groups. We have quite a wide brief, but one that's missing from here are communities of practice, and Ian Anderson here is the chair, lead, entire group of the Enterprise Architecture Community of Practice. So a wide range of activities, all underpinned by volunteers. The important thing is that these groups have all been part of shaping this strategy and moving this forward. It hasn't been a top-down exercise. It has been by the members, for the members. Drew.
Okay, so wrapping this all up, coming back to the community side of things, it is all about this being open, supportive, collaborative, and whether you're supporting services, whether you're implementing new services, whether you're supplying services, whether you're leading digital within your institution, or whether you're actually leading the institution, we honestly do believe that this strategy will provide a way of making UCISA work for the whole of the sector, for everybody within the community. To wrap it all up, the strategy itself, it's available in hard copy. If you haven't already got a copy, grab one. We are digital, so it's available from the website. I did find it yesterday when I went to look for it, so it is definitely there.
It's on the front page.
It's on the front page. So it just leaves me to say we do look forward to working with all of you, literally all of you, to deliver the strategy and deliver the plan over the next few years. There's some ambitious stuff that we want to is already in progress, and we want to make sure we get delivered over the next year through 2018. But it does go all the way over the next 5 years. There's some important stuff there. Okay, so that's it from us. I don't know whether you want to wrap up the conference for today.
First of all, thank you both to Drew and to Peter for that. That was great. Thank you.